Welcome back. I am your host, Michael Reggie. My buddy Cliff wasn't able to make it tonight, so we'll see how this goes. You know, it's all going to depend on what kind of crowd we get. So we'll see how things go. If we don't get a crowd, we'll cut it early. If you're out in the live chat and you're interested in playing, here's what you do. You listen along to the live stream, and then once I get the game up and running, what you'll do is you'll go to jackbox.tv and enter the room code that I'm going to put up on the screen here just in a minute. And we'll wait until probably about 8:10, 8:15 to get the first game going, and we'll go from there. So thank you again for joining us. I appreciate it, and we'll get things started here in a little bit as I kind of get the game up and running. And unfortunately, I don't have my partner here to do a little banter while I'm getting things set up, so I'm trying to do it all tonight. We'll see how it goes. So for anybody that's out there in watching the live stream with us, we are booting up the game now. As soon as I get connected, we'll go from there, and we'll see what we can do tonight. Trying a little bit of a different setup this time around, so we'll see how it goes. So for those that are joining us live in the live stream, you want to head on over to jackbox.tv. And hopefully with the upgraded internet, things stay a little more in sync. I can't make any promises on that front. But you want to go ahead and enter the room code that is up on the screen. And then we'll see if you join in. So, like I said, we'll give folks about 5-10 minutes here for this first one before we get started. And then, we'll see how the night goes. How's everyone doing out there, though? Everybody surviving? Everybody staying safe during this epidemic? Feel free to chime in on the live chat. Again, looks like we've got 3 or 4 people already joining us, so that's cool. What you want to do is you want to head on over to jackbox.tv and enter the room code up on the screen, and we'll see how well the live stream itself and the game stay in sync. What I'll recommend to folks, especially if this is your first time playing, you want to pay attention more to your phone than you do the live stream. So I'll just kind of throw that out there now. And we'll give folks probably until about 8:10 or so to get started on this first game. I love Char. I think I know who that one is. You should call your girl and tell her to join us. Franklin joined. Uh-oh. We'll give folks, like I said, we'll get started here in about 5 minutes. Just want to give folks a chance to join. And then anybody that joins kind of throughout the game can join in as well. They can join as an audience member, and then after each game, we'll post a new roam code to kind of refresh and see if anybody else wants to join. And apologies that my partner isn't here tonight. He got kind of slammed at work and just wasn't up for it. So I told him if he had to miss a show, this was the one to miss, not our flagship show on Friday nights. Thanks for the update, I love Shar. I appreciate it. All right, we'll get going here in about 3 or 4 minutes. Just giving a few more folks a chance to join. Just gonna post out the link one more time. All right, just wrapping things up, seeing if we can get 1 or 2 more people to join, and we'll get this going. All right, looks like we had 1 more join us. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road.
The local residents familiar with the abandoned building's history know it simply as the Murder Hotel.
Crashing into another car, and then another car went ahead and crashed.
The infamous hotel was run by a mysterious family for several generations until close. In unrelated news, the Trivia Murder Party killer is still on the loose.
Up next, Old Medicine.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. There is no social mixer in our hotel ballroom. You've been lured into a murderous game of trivia. Only one of you will survive. The rest of you will die. Was that clear? I'm trying to be a better communicator. All right, first question. What appears on the national flag for Mexico, Egypt, and Albania? Use your device to answer the question.
I got booted from the room. Sometimes if you're having trouble, all you need to do is just reload your screen.
Time's almost up. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right?
Uh-oh.
The rest of you, I want to show you something.
The rest of us are fired.
Welcome to the killing room. Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. And I do mean anyone. Time's almost up. You didn't answer. That's okay. I was playing too, and I also didn't answer. So I guess we match. Anyway, back to the actual game. Oh good, someone actively contributed to you being murdered. Surprise! You're a ghost now. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, the audience is a player now and can win the whole frickin' game. If you're not ready now, you can
Looks
join
likely
the
at this
audience
point.
whenever. It's like super low pressure. Let's keep moving. What color is the outside of a J. Airedale pumpkin? If you're in the audience, you need to answer too. Almost out of time. Who picked this?
There we go.
Only a ghost got
Back
it
in the
wrong.
game.
That's annoying. Let's try another one. Whose first name is John? Who picked this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of you is still alive. Follow me.
Uh-oh.
Bonjour! Welcome back to the killing room. It's magic time. Pick a space inside the box to hide. Don't worry, it's not like your life depends on it. Choose now, or I'll choose for you. Looks like some people didn't think it was necessary to hide. I guess I'll just put you here then. Of course, this magic trick does need some volunteers. I'm giving you a very sharp sword. On your device, choose a row or a column to run your sword through. Gee, I wonder where they're hiding. Sword noise! This trick usually kills at parties. I had some good times growing up in this terrifying hotel. I would kill to feel like that kid again. Which is sort of the whole premise for this game, I guess.
I don't know if I like this one or the regular trivia game better.
Let's keep moving. Where is Tunisia? Time's running out. Who picked this?
Roro.
It's time. I hope you're good with instructions. Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. Everyone else is playing too. If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you. Go! There's not a lot for me to do during this game. Guess I'll just stare out the window. Almost out of rules time. Rules out for summer. You lose.
Oh no,
Oh,
Mr.
crap.
Pickles.
You all died too early. Bummer. Hold on. You're not supposed to get a do-over if you die before getting to the final round. I better report this huge bug to QA. Anyway, it's time for the next question. Until 1990, what were Snickers candy bars called in the UK? Who picked this?
There we go.
Time for consequences.
Uh-oh.
It's time to bring out the chalices. I've given each safe player a poison pellet. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. This poison is the bad kind of poison, so choose carefully.
I don't know who's picking chalices. I think once this round's over, we're going back to the traditional
Drink
you don't know
something.
Jack.
But let's not forget that not drinking is also a punishable offense. Oh great, we didn't even get to the drinking poison part.
Alright. Well, I don't know that I was a fan of that version. Chime in on the chat. Let me know if we want to try that one again or if we want to go back to a more fun trivia game that's a little more like game show like. Hit me up on the chat on YouTube on the live stream and let me know. And we'll get another game going here in probably five minutes since we've got a decent sized audience playing. But if you can hop in on the live chat and just let me know if that one was interesting or anybody that played last week, should we go back to the regular You Don't Know Jack? Kind of leave it up to the group. since I'm not hearing anything back in the chat, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the version we played last week. I just think it's a little more upbeat, a little more fun. I think the murder trivia is a cool concept. I'm not sure how I was feeling the execution. And I apologize, we've got a little bit of a hum on the audio line. That's coming from the connection from the TV for the Jackbox. All right, sounds like some folks were getting kicked out on the murder bot game. We'll try this one because I don't think we really had a ton of issues getting kicked out last time. So let's take it back to the kind of the original You Don't Know Jack.
Binge Pipe is a streaming service with all your favorites, such as the reboot of the classic game You Don't Know Jack and did we mention You Don't Know Jack? We are definitely real.
I had a great time on our date tonight.
You want to come inside and watch something?
I know what that means.
I've got Binge Pipe.
The only streaming service better than casual sex?
The very same.
There is no bottom to Binge Pipe's content pit. Here's something else to fall for.
13 men and women, all living in one house, where they're forced to watch season 5 of The Bachelor, but while wearing headphones, so we don't have to get the rights to that show.
So for anybody that's new to the game, all you need to do is head on over to jackbox.tv and enter the room code that's up on the screen.
2, only on Binge
And we'll
Pipe.
get started probably here in about 5 minutes. We'll call it 5 minutes.
Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week. Now, here performing a piece she calls A Wolfman Farting in a Bathtub is Alice Berry.
Binge Pipe cares about our customers. So we contacted your parents to learn your likes, dislikes, and topics we should avoid when we come over for dinner next weekend.
I was trying to see if I could get the audio cleared up a little bit, but not quite there yet. So hopefully I'll get a better audio cable in the mail here soon, and we can get things going. Oh my goodness, we're up to 7 people.
We collect clips of
almost
everybody's
maxed
favorite
out.
part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse,
Oh goodness, we're up to 8.
and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the great.
Anybody else that wants to join can join as part of the audience, and then when we refresh the room code, you can try to get in on the next game. But
you'll have to
since
forgive
we're at
me as
8,
I'm,
let's go ahead and get
cold
started.
I'm not gonna lie to you, listeners. This is my least favorite Australian serial killer, but we said we'd create.
Binge Pipe feels #blessed to bring you You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe.
And again, for those that are following along on the live stream and playing, you want to focus mostly on your device more than the stream, because the stream's about 15-second delay based on what I'm seeing on the screen. So.
Sadly, that was the best joke in the game.
Well, it looks like I might have cleared the audio up a little bit.
Time for question 1. First question. If you hate people, every room can feel like an escape room. You ever done one of those escape rooms? You know, where you get locked in a room with people and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles to get out? And no, I'm not talking about high school. What's the most useful thing to scream while participating in an escape room that takes place in a tack room? Look under the doilies, check by the swords, feel inside the saddles, or fish around in the toilet. Okay, who chose what? If you pick this answer hoping to hear a toilet flush sound, you are in luck. A tack room is attached to a horse stable and is used to store saddles.
Ooh, good work.
As opposed to the tact room, which is where you take the horses to have direct and sensitive conversations with them.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. If this is wrong, I don't want to swipe right. Attention, there are hot trivia questions in your area hoping to meet up. When looking through profile pictures on Tinder, which of these potential matches displays an obvious red flag?
I got booted there.
Oh, hell, you should have at least tried. You might have even picked this. Vietnam has a big red flag with a yellow star.
Crazy as I knew that one, and I think I got booted
I
too.
clicked on the profile hoping to date the catfish.
Come on, Jackbox.
It looks like I got humaned again.
Why don't we do it with 3?
It's time for Flip or Flop. And it's not just a real estate TV show, it's a this or that.
So did everybody get booted? Because that's what it seems like. It seems like Jackbox.tv
words,
crashed,
and for
which
each one,
means
tell me
this
if
will
it's
be
the
a
name
short
of an
night.
Olympic gymnastics flip, or the title of a movie that flopped critically and commercially. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a gymnastics flip or a movie that flopped. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Here it comes. Hike.
All right, I'm going to pause the game and give folks a chance to rejoin because I got booted as well, and this is the first time that that we've run into this issue. So give us a sec. Let's see if it's just a Jackbox issue, and if it is, unfortunately, that's going to be a short wrap up to trivia night. Although, yeah, there's not another way to play on this one, so. Let's give it a minute, see if they are doing something on their end, and I'll try to reload and let people know. What we'll do is we'll restart this game and do a new login anyways. So let's see what they've got going on their end.
This menu screen is a Binge Pipe exclusive.
All right, let's try that one more time, and then if it doesn't connect, then we'll have to call it an early night, unfortunately. Live stream's still going though, so it's not like it's an internet connection here. It's definitely on the Jackbox server end.
The design for this Binge Pipe menu screen came to us in a dream.
Yeah, this looks like a server issue on the Jack. You don't know Jack side. Well, that's a bummer. I'm sorry, everybody, but there's not a lot I can do about this. Well, I'm going to try to do it one more time, and it's not even connecting live from the game either, so that's just unfortunate. Especially because we had such a good crowd going. I mean, this was a few more people than last week. I'll probably stay on for another 5-10, but I understand if people drop and see if they get this up and running here. So we'll give it another couple minutes if you want to hang out while we
Binge Pipe loves our users so much.
while we try to see what's going on. Then great. If not, completely understand, and we'll try again next week.
If you like menu screens, here at
There we
Binge
go.
Pipe, name
All right,
recognition
let's
is
see if we're
priority
back.
Binge Pipe. So binge pipe a binge pipe, and remember that Binge Pipe always binge pipes well into the binge pipe of Binge Pipe.
So we'll get started here in about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Just seeing if people are still around, still want to rejoin.
Fork.
If
Highway.
not, completely
Telephone.
understand.
Democracy.
Binge Pipe. We're just another thing. Don't worry about it.
If you value joy, check out this Binge Pipe programming content.
Coming soon. The Minister. A period drama about the turn-of-the-century British Prime Minister David Lloyd George.
That's it. I must create the Parliament Act to circumvent the House of Lords' objection to my social insurance budget plans.
Don't worry, like all period dramas, we've added a lot of sex.
When you say circumvent, do you mean go in from behind?
Why, Margaret Dreyer Robbins, if you weren't the president of the Women's Trade Union League, I'd say you were flirting with me.
You know what they say. What happens at the Paris Peace Conference will create complicated precedent which will inadvertently lead to World War II.
Oh, God. Use me like protective legislation.
Hey kids, do you know what it means to be a friend? Yeah! Do you know what it means to be in the friend zone? I mean, seriously, look at these texts. I don't get it.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
Then we'll talk about the spooky world of ghosting a relationship. Ooh.
A tip from Binge Pipe. To prepare for this trivia game, we recommend reading all of the encyclopedias.
Chefs, your challenge this week was to make eggplant actually taste good. Let's see how you did.
I made grilled eggplant with toasted sesames and a miso glaze reduction.
Yuck! Tastes like eggplant. Next.
This is an almond-encrusted baked eggplant with a spicy harissa sauce.
Ugh, there's way too much eggplant flavor in my mouth.
I deep fried an eggplant slice and smothered it in ranch.
Beautiful presentation, flawless execution. We have a winner.
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
This couple was murdered in their home and dismembered in the backyard.
Have we identified them?
June and Dan Carter.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this. We're totally fine.
You can't make this vile stuff up.
You did. You made it up. We're both alive.
We'll let the court of public opinion decide that, lady. Tag 'em and bag 'em, boys.
All right, we'll give it just another 2 minutes and we'll get started. See if give everybody a chance to join back in.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
Roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe.
You want more binge pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's try this one more time.
Binge Pipe loves bingeable content like You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, woke programming, straight up evil business practices.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you think this is all some kind of a game, congrats on picking up context clues. Here's a fact. This is a good-looking crew.
So again, you want to play along more so on your phone than you
All
do
right,
on the
here goes
screen. When we get into the things like the gibberish question, I apologize. Those
Let's
are just
start
tough
with
for
ordering
not hearing.
Amazons on Amazon. William Moulton Marston, creator of Wonder Woman, also helped invent something in real life that has properties kind of like which of her fictional weapons. Her invisible plane, her lasso of truth, her bullet-deflecting bracelets, or her girdle of Hippolyta.
If you haven't seen the Wonder Woman that talks about the life of Moulton Marston, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Okay, what'd you pick? Marston helped create the polygraph machine, which, like the lasso, gets to the truth of the matter. My own personal lasso of truth is a big glass of gin and vermouth. Yeah, martinis make me chatty.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here's one I like to call You Don't BoJack. What would depressed cartoon actor BoJack Horseman have to be willing to put up with to get a part in the play Equus? A broken leg, gouged out eyes, a totally shaved mane, or castration? Hope you like what you picked. Sorry, no takebacks. Equus is a famous 1970s play about a boy who is put in a mental hospital for blinding 6 horses. And it's still less depressing than an episode of BoJack Horseman.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here we have Young Casper the Friendly G, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a classic comic character published by Harvey Comics, you know, the publishers of Casper the Friendly Ghost, or a famous rapper from Atlanta. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between a children's
Comics or rapper,
or an Atlanta rapper.
All right, we're
And
about to
you're all
find out
doing
how white
together,
this
so
audience is.
Focus up. All set? Here we go. Baby Huey.
on, Emmy. Reload the phone.
Laundry. Little Scrappy.
Maybe that's Caitlin.
Young Dro. Not a lot of rock stars, but decent rhythm section. But player 5, you failed the best.
I love Char. If you log back in on your phone and use the exact same name,
that means
it
it's
should
screw
let you
time.
back
That's
in
right,
if you're having
Use the
connection
screw
issues.
to make answering a question harder for all the other players.
In terms of the app
results
on your
may surprise
phone.
you, and you'll receive a bonus
Or the site
for
on
each
your phone,
player who
rather.
chooses incorrectly.
What would we do without you?
We care enough so you don't leave us.
And now, Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
John Lennon's alter ego in Yellow Submarine. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? And how'd we do? It'll get easier in time. You know what? Nobody got it. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
In the 1968 animated film Yellow Submarine, John Lennon is
And here I thought I'd be
introduced
the
as
only one to get that
Frankenstein's
wrong.
monster. I call this one Good Tidings My Ass. Every Christmas, carolers come to my door demanding figgy pudding and singing, "We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some." What crime are they committing? Assault, breaking and entering, extortion, or blackmail? So who got it? Extortion is the use of threats to obtain someone else's property. In this case, my sweet, sweet figgy pudding. How many people have turned to crime over a little figgy pudding? Can't we be happy with just the good tidings? That's it for round one. Numbers don't lie. Let's take a look.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 5, on the other hand, you're making everyone feel bad. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Why not try? How's your Wi-Fi? Getting a good signal, I hope? Oh, also, what does Wi-Fi stand for? Wireless fidelity, wireless field, wireless firmware, or nothing? Who picked what? Wi-Fi is just a catchy name that is not short for anything. The wireless industry needed something to call it, something better than its original name, IEEE 802.11. And now you know why. Fi.
La vie est un canard. 7.
Next up, a soft, easily spread crime. If Brie Larson were convicted of Brie larceny, what crime would she be guilty of committing? Selling cheese without the proper permits, stealing cheese, counterfeiting cheese, or cheese
Wow, this
murder?
is an easy one.
Okay, let's take a look. Larceny is the crime of taking property from possession of another with intent to permanently deprive the owner of that property. You know, stealing. I think the real crime is she didn't steal any crackers to go with it.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question where the answer rhymes with orange, or a question where the answer rhymes with purple? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the consequences of your choices. And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Next, a question where the answer rhymes with orange. Which of these is the name of a real mountain in southeast Wales? Blorange, Glorange, Warrange, or McGlorange? I love this part. Blorange is a real place, and it really rhymes with orange.
All right.
And if you visit, I wouldn't drink
Got
the
one that
Blorange
got it.
juice. Let's try prepare to be softly rocked. What's the softest rock? The Talking Heads, Quartzny Love, Gypsum 41, or Marina and the Diamonds? So what'd you pick? Check, please. Talc is a 1 on the
Knew it was
mineral
talc or
hardness
gypsum.
scale, which means you can scratch it with your fingernail. I love rocks so soft it gets stuck in your head and under your fingernails.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
How about this one? There is no shape of water, Guillermo. If you had a sexy monster sitting in your bathtub all day, what is the one property that could not change? The density of water, the temperature of water, the volume of water, or the mass of water? Let's see who got it. Turns out the real monster is ignorance. While volume, density, and temperature are all varying factors, the mass of water won't change unless
Attaway,
water
Mary
is
Ellen.
physically added or taken away. Sorry, I'm just cranky that the sea monster in Shape of Water has a more active sex life than I do. It's time
So the
for
Jack Attack, this round 3 is
You see an
basically
answer
word
that matches the
association
category.
game.
tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Living in synonym. I sure hope you know what words mean the same thing as other words.
Yeah, got all those ones. I'm not gonna lie, I think I crushed that one.
Player one wins!
Now, what I will say is,
go, player
I'm
one.
doing my
Look
best to
who's
only
on
look
top
at my
now.
device, so I'm
Enjoy
going
the
through
view
the
from
same
up there,
thing, but I
'cause
am
tomorrow
getting
you'll probably realize
sound effects, those kind of things, or listening to the questions, but I don't know.
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
So typically what we do
there,
is
I'm
we'll
Sally Rose, the casting
we'll
director
boot
for
up
You
a new
Don't Know
room
Jack.
code.
I was the one who
However,
found Cookie Masterson giving Swamp Book
since I
ghost
don't
tours
know
on
that
the
I
Hudson.
see anybody
Of
additional
course, Host
in
is the
the
only
live
part we had to
chat,
cast. So
we
now my
could
job
just stick with
consists
this
of
room
watching Cookie for
code and
signs
go
of weakness,
again.
so I can bring in a
But
waiter at a pirate
I think
themed
what I'm going to
restaurant
do is
to
I
try
think
my
I'm going
eye
to put
on.
up a new room code and we'll get started in about 5 minutes to give see if there's anybody new out there that wants to join
Thank you
in.
for joining us for this
Because I'm
binge
not sure
pipe
they can
bonus
join
content.
in if we don't go back and get a new room code. So if you're up for another game, I'm up.
Binge Pipe's menu screen
We'll
off-
put up a new room code and we'll get started in about 5-7 minutes.
There are traditional streaming services, and then there's Binge Pipe. What's the difference? How is Binge Pipe superior? Is Binge Pipe even a real streaming service? Why so many questions? Is it hot in here? What's that over there? Binge Pipe knows what you want to watch even when you can't articulate it.
What do I like to watch? Dumb. Smack Water Jack.
Clumps, darts in a jar?
Petunias and corn. I don't know.
Why am I having so much trouble?
Drugged. We've been drugged.
Binge Pipe.
The following Binge Pipe programming is brought to you by Liquidirt. Liquidirt tastes like mud.
Welcome back to Right or Wag, the only game show where the contestants are dogs. For $500, who is a good boy? Bixby. Correct. Okay, once again, that bell is making our contestants think someone's at the door, so we'll take a short break. All right, down.
Streaming now on an all-new Lion Punch.
I am the Lion Punch.
A troubling revelation.
Master of the demon ways. Protector of the 5 shards of the Krog Korgon.
We bought 3 seasons of this show.
I have to avenge my father, and that's what I'm going to do because I have to do it.
But the main guy is not very good.
Lion Punch, this is a suicide mission. I won't follow you just to watch you destroy yourself.
I have to avenge my father no matter what. I have to do it, and I will do it with or without you.
Actually, you know what? I better come along after all.
But at least he's one hell of a fighter.
Punch! Punch! Boom! Flip around!
No, wait, he's pretty bad at that too, actually. That's Lion Punch on Binge Pipe. Please, just give it a chance.
All right, looks like we might have an early night tonight. We'll give folks just a couple more minutes to join in, and if they join or we join, great. If not, we'll just call it an early night. Thanks y'all for who have joined so far and played, and
You do not
it's been
have
fun.
to use your
We'll get
real
another
name.
game going here in
You
a minute
may
if
put
folks
an
join
HOK
in.
name. For some of you, there is very little difference.
Ba-do-do, just cleaning out my fingernails. Ba-do.
Introducing America's Secret Singers.
Sandwich. I got a pastrami sandwich. Da-da-ba-da-ba.
Overdue.
The singer with the most online votes received $10,000, and they'll never know why.
My arms are so hairy.
The walls! They're bleeding!
Oh my god! The microwave screen just told me the time and date of my death!
You know, Coop, I thought my wall thing was pretty scary. You didn't have to one-up me.
Now streaming, an original horror film about a couple who moves into a haunted house way too early in their relationship.
We should leave. Unless you don't want to.
No, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Well, I want you to make a decision.
Whoa. Hold on. I picked dinner last night.
Their lack of communication is downright scary.
I need to get out of here. I'm going to my book club.
I'll go with you.
Leave. Leave room for your own interests.
But Alice's friends love me.
Maybe we should hear the ghost out.
He's always on your side.
There's no sides here.
Available on Valentine's Day.
I'll do one
While we
more.
wait for
I'll
players
do
to
one
join,
more.
Why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working? Binge Pipe, in an effort to taint your childhood memories, has decided to bring back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Gulp.
Hey, welcome to the game. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. Just letting you know I haven't been recast, no matter how many times I've suggested it. The nice thing about having 2 players, if there's a tie, winner will be decided via fencing match. Okay, let's hit it.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, I don't trust facts. I trust my gut. Hold on. As a trivia host, I should have known that mayonnaise was questionable. My lunch is disagreeing with me, and it's omitting a lot of viable counter-arguments, which means it's using which fallacious persuasion technique? Ad hominem attack, moving the goalposts, card stacking, or fallacy. What'd you guys pick? Ad hominem is a personal attack, you idiot. Let me show you something. Card stacking is making one side look a lot stronger by ignoring the viable arguments of the opposing view.
Oh, so you do lose points if you don't answer. I had my device freeze up on me, so I didn't get a chance to.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Coming up next, I'm a great singer. Imagine the chairs on The Voice malfunction, causing them to spin at potentially lethal speeds. I mean, imagine it. Okay, anyway, which judge would be spinning around at the same speed as Earth? Adam Levine spinning at 100 miles per hour, Blake Shelton spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, Alicia Keys spinning at 10,000 miles per hour, or Kelly Clarkson spinning at 100,000 miles per hour? Let's see how that shook out. Oh, you tried so hard. Although the exact speed changes slightly depending on the latitude, the Earth roughly spins at a rate of 1,000 miles per hour. And if you spun the opposite direction of the Earth, you would go back in time. That's just science.
Why don't we do it with 3?
There is no hiding from you wear what you eat, and it's a this or that. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a piece of fashion from the Victorian era, or food served at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding reception. Don't think too hard, I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Victorian fashion or royal wedding food. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Good. Croquettes. Impulse. Lappets.
Rats.
Langoustines. Epaulets. Verbena. Chapeau.
Yeah.
You
well done.
Barely rose above my expectations. But player 1, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Uh-oh. Binge Pipe diagnosticates that someone is pouting.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct.
Why,
Binge
though?
Pipe
I think I'm
employee,
still
Cookie
up.
Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better myself, apparently.
Binge Pipe, your loyal friend that's also a company.
I don't need you anymore.
Oh, here's a good one. Please approach the wench. Suppose in the courtroom finale of Once Upon a Time, Excalibur becomes inadmissible as evidence in Cinderella's case because it was discovered through an illegally obtained magic mirror. What real-world legal doctrine is this? Fruit from the poisonous tree, music from the broken record, water from the cursed well, or bread from the bewitched oven?
Well, that SVU paying off.
What's this? You got the pointy end of the screw, player 2. This is going to be #fun. Who picked what? This is the real name of the doctrine that excludes evidence from being submitted in court if it was found due to illegally obtained evidence. Remember, never accept apples from witches or legal advice from talking furniture. They're not barristers, they're banisters. Nice screw job, Player One. Here's your extra cash. Up next, London Colin. What could actor Colin Firth change his name to while still retaining its basic meaning? Colin Lake, Colin Creek, Colin Estuary, or Colin Bog? Hope you like what you picked. You miss all the shots you don't take, and this one. You got it. No, you didn't. I really wanted you to pick this one. A firth is another name for an estuary, a water passage where the tide meets a river current. Round one is over. Let's see those scores.
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. Looks like there's still some deficits in aptitude, so here comes another screw.
And don't forget, round two screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Player 1, your only hope is to answer quick before Player 2 has time to screw. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Just wonderful, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Behold, Family Game Fight. If Romeo and Juliet competed on the set of Family Feud, what team would Romeo be playing on? The York family, the Montague family, the Capulet family, or the Lancaster family? So who got it? Survey says...
Come on!
Survey says... Yes, Romeo was a Montague.
Boo.
A name... What's in a name? A rose by any other name would still get roasted by Steve Harvey.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that lifts Cookie up, or a question that hurts Cookie's feelings? Choose on your devices now. The choices have been made. You have engaged with the process.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Introducing a question that lifts me up. If I, Cookie Masterson, were Ambrosia Salad, what could you say to me? Cookie, you're hot. Cookie, you're sweet. Cookie, you're well done. Or Cookie, you're crisp. Okay, what'd you pick? You're gonna laugh.
Wah, wah.
Ambrosia salad is a mushy fruit salad with marshmallows and whipped cream. And by the way, thank you.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Feast your eyes upon this. Justin Trudeau is hot. If Justin Trudeau is such a hot Canadian that he boils water at 100 degrees Celsius, how hot would that make him in the United States? A 212 degrees Fahrenheit hottie, a 265 degrees Fahrenheit smoke show, a smoking 335 degrees Fahrenheit, or a smoldering 400 degrees. Okay, who chose what? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. I never thought I'd be attracted to a Canadian, but what can I say? Gender is fluid. This one's called A Community of People Together. Yeah, okay. Guess it's one of those questions.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoyed the characters of Viserion, Elliot, and Smaug. We recommend music by the band Vampire Weekend, Kings of Leon, 21 Pilots, or Imagine Dragons.
Look sharp. You're dealing with the screw, Player One. Didn't you say you wanted to change your name? And how do we do? Right. About now you should feel ashamed.
Those are all dragons.
Viserion is one of Khaleesi's dragons.
Come on.
Elliot is Pete's dragon, and Smaug is his own dragon.
And despite what it says in my very outdated textbook, they are all imaginary. Here's one for you. Stuck together pages of greatness. Say you visit a luxury spa that plays recordings of classic literature while you're being pampered. If you want your massage to have a happy ending, what is your best bet? Hot Stone and Wuthering Heights, Swedish with Anna Karenina, Shiatsu and The Great Gatsby, or Deep Tissue and Jane Eyre? So what'd you pick? Bit of bad news for you. At the end of Jane Eyre, she marries her true love, Mr. Rochester. I mean, sure, that's after Rochester's first wife sets fire to his house.
Well, I
and
knew it
jumps
wasn't
off
the two in the middle.
But this was 1847, so you take what you can get. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Flagging enthusiasm. I sure hope you've seen what's on some flags in your life. Good luck. Player One's got it! Congratulations, Player One. I never thought you would win. But what do I know? Well, I do know this one thing.
You don't know Jack. All right. Well, I think that's going to about do it for tonight.
We here at Making Murders just want to, I guess,
we may try this in a different venue next
know,
time. We
for
may try to
making
go like a
so many
Skype or a Google Hangout instead of trying to do
Sorry
it via
about that.
YouTube. So,
Our
we'll post an update next week, and we'll see what we land on there, just to make it a little more interactive and see if I can get it a little bit more real time versus the lag that I'm seeing on the stream. So, was hoping the internet connection would help. Unfortunately, I do think it helps with keeping the stream live. I don't think it necessarily helps with the latency between when things show up here on screen versus when you guys see them. So, we'll try this again, maybe in a different format, and we'll go from there. Mom, if you're still out there, I love you. Have a good night. Bye.